Hello and happiest of days to each of you folks. I hope you guys are having just an absolutely amazing day and that this YouTube post finds you super mega well. So today on Wednesday, I do something called Video Game Wednesday, where I review older video games and that sort of thing. And so I've done things like the Wasteland game was the first one. I've done lots of RPGs recently. I started off with Pool of Radiance Week about 2 months ago, and also reviewed the video and video game, the movie. I'm so sorry, not the movie, the module rather, and then the novel too. After that, I thought I would stay with the Baldur's Gate series, knocked it out, and then did Elden Ring, and then thought I would do the Fallout series. So all the Fallout games that I've played, including spin-offs, like Tactics, and that sort of thing, are going to be these things. Last week I did Fallout 1, so now let's start with Fallout 2 for you folks. This is from 1998, it's like a year later. And that sort of thing. If you know a modern day company in the modern day had a big hit like the first one, that sort of thing, and then hit it like, you know, out of the park, surprises from out of nowhere with its great depth and quality and that sort of thing, and then the next sequel was like just a year later, you would be like, wow, that's just really probably going to be a cash grab for our folks, right? And that sort of thing. Like King Kong, for example, had its sequel less than a year later in theaters. Son of Kong, that was just a clear cash grab, right? We would think that too, but it's not. It's good stuff. So this is developed by Black Isle Studios, and it's released by Interplay for you folks. And I'm going to be reading the rest of this on 22-point font. So if you see me looking down and not giving you the eye contact you deserve, that's the reason why. Also, if you hear me mispronounce any names, that's also the reason why too. So this was produced by Eric Dummett and Fergus Urquhart. It was also designed by Fergus Urquhart and Matthew J. Norton. It's programmed by one person this time, and that's Jesse Reynolds. The art is by two people this time, and that's Gary Platner and Tremel Ray Isaac. Its music here is by Mark Morgan and Rick Jackson. It's on Steam right now for stuff. It was an GOG 2 for $10, just like last week's ones. But they're both on sale right now. The same sale as last week for 75% off. So you can just get this great game for $2.50. Great stuff. If you're very pricey, very price conscious, if that's your person. Also sale too. So on Steam, the ranking right now by fans is a strong 94%, and on Metacritic it's a little bit lesser, but still strong too, at 86%. I'm sorry, 86 out of 100. Sorry. In game rankings, it has an 87%. Right. It's not uncommon to see critics who definitely rate a lot more games professionally, that sort of thing, be a little bit more critical of games than fans are, and that sort of thing, right? Because fans on Steam, just like on Rotten Tomatoes, there's like a yes or a no. I like it or I don't like it, right? That sort of thing, right? But with critics, there's more nuance to that, and that sort of thing too. All right, so let's go ahead. So this is the sequel to the blowout spiritual sequel to my beloved Wasteland. I talked about it first. It is my first video game actually reviewed for you folks, all up and down the block. And this was an absolute barnstormer too. In this game, you can just see that it's just absolutely throwing it to through the things. So this is the beloved Fallout series franchise that this created in about a year ago. Prior to this, that is set in the post-apocalyptic world of Vault, like dwellers and mutants and ghouls, all that good stuff too. It's also put retrofuturism back on the map in a major way, with the music, with the art. That sort of thing too. So, and and a lot of artists, particularly with Fallout 3, have had a renaissance and from the 40s and the 50s, and that sort of liking spots and that sort of thing too. So it's heavy, great stuff for that stuff. Love lots. So the game's plot here, and just really quickly, again, no spoilers, just like the previous one, but you are the descendants of the protagonist from the first game a few generations have passed, and that sort of thing. So you are in a village that your protagonist created from the first one, the Vault Dwarf from Vault 11, and this village is called Arroyo, and your place is undergoing a massive famine, and so you need to get the GEK, the Garden of Eden Creation Kit, to restore it. So that's your quest here. Good stuff. So, like the first game, this is a turn-based combat game, which with each of them having points that you do various things like bursts and different guns, fights, melee times. All have different levels of things moving around, dropping to the ground, that sort of thing too, just like XCOM. We'll also see that in the game I'll do next week, Fallout Tactics, before we get to Fallout 3. And then, so it's very good stuff too. I love the open world aspects of this too. And so forth. It's an absolute classic CRPG, beloved by so many people. Me too. It's still got the good stuff and that sort of thing. Even going back to it now today, but even in the context, I know it was good stuff too. It's a 10 out of 10 for you, folks. Alright, so there you are. That is my thoughts on Fallout 2, 10 out of 10 from 98. For you folks by Black Isle. It was released by Interplay 2. Alright, so there you are. So as a reminder, I'm not a critic, right? I didn't get to pay. I paid for the game myself, and that sort of thing too, right? So your opinion is going to be just as valid as mine is, right? So let me know what your thoughts are. Again, like I mentioned before in the preview, I do a lot of these reviews for video games and that sort of thing, so you can check them out too. I also do Let's Plays for older video games too. Right now I'm doing, I just posted my Let's Play for Evil Genius number 11. I just finished the first island from 2004. It's a cult classic base builder based around the James Bond franchise where you're the bad guy. And that's something, lots. So you can check that out too. I also do, on Monday, I do something where I review older things in RPGs that you play, not console games, sorry. Not CRPGs like this is the classic stuff. But stuff like, that you're playing, tabletop stuff, or war games too, like Battletech. I've also done reviews of MERP and that sort of thing. Right now I'm reviewing modules for that, so just check that out if that's your interest too. I just finished UK2 a couple of days ago, and next will be UK3. I've done Gary Gygax, I've also done things like David Cook and that sort of thing too. And then on Saturday, I do something I call Serial Saturday that I dedicate to the forgotten storytelling genres of movie serials, TV serials, and that sort of thing that heavily influenced our modern stuff, but which we've sort of forgotten about. So check this out too. And then 3 days a week, I do reviews of older things that you read in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. That this channel covers for you folks. So check them out too. And then those 7 reviews, plus, a couple of Let's Plays here and there too. Your week of your older things, older video games, older serials. I'm doing this. I just finished the Zorro series with Ghost of Zorro, and that sort of thing. So those older things that sound like your cup of tea, then great. Welcome to the channel. Have a seat and take your shoes off. I think you'll enjoy your time here quite a bit for you folks. And while here, why not do the YouTube stuff too by hitting the subscribe button, the like button, the bell icon to be notified of our videos, and also but particularly just watch and share. Those are the key ways to go to the channel. Alrighty, and there you are. And so, as you can tell from the 7 older reviews, it's the passion. It's even where its name comes from. The worst thing about new books. It's a quote by a French philosopher, Jacques Joubert, who said that the worst thing about them was that they kept us from reading the old stuff, right? In our passion for the new stuff, we have forgotten the new books, the new movies, video games in this place, movies, and that sort of thing. We've forgotten that these things are standing on the shoulders of giants, right? So let's check out those giants. Not that they're bad, they're not, but in our passion for the new stuff, we've just forgotten that stuff, right? So that's where the name in the passion comes from too. Alright, and if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I just want to thank you so very, very much for just taking some time out of your day and investing it, right, and watching my videos, because we all have so many things, right, that are happening in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions too. So I appreciate that time and what you do so very, very much. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.